Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I am Martina Lily and today we are putting to the test the new Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette. This is such an interesting palette with the fact that it has so many uses and such unique textures, and we are going to see what we think of it today. So hopefully that sounds interesting to you guys. If it does, go ahead and do the YouTubey things like subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. Alrighty friends, this is the new Danessa Myricks Groundwork Defining Neutrals palette. This packaging is gorgeous. It's like this metallic-y bronze. It is stunning, and this is like a metal plate and it's like engraved. Hopefully you can see that without getting blinded by my lights. On the back it has a sticker with all the ingredients and like a how-to and an explanation on how to use the formulas, and it says a 12-month expiry. I cannot find on here for the life of me though where this is made, so if you know, let me know in the comments down below. I paid 115 Australian dollars for this, and I think it's about 60 something US dollars off the top of my head. I will link the palette and everywhere you can buy it down below in the description box for you guys. If you shop through it, thank you so much. They are affiliate links and they just go back into helping my little channel here. This is what the palette looks like on the inside. It does come with a really nice mirror. Also, just in terms of like the luxe feeling scale on here, this is a hefty palette. Not as hefty as a Mothership, but it's hefty. It feels sturdy. It feels like a luxury palette. Like I genuinely was I wasn't expecting this to be such a beautiful palette packaging wise. I don't know why, I just wasn't. I think because in my mind I can see this really being for makeup artists, and so I just didn't expect it to be so gorgeous, and it really has impressed me. And each one of these pans, as a side note, you can take out, which is again amazing. Now the bigger pans here are the pomades, and I don't know if like if I show you up close you can see my little fingerprinties in here, and then these ones are the powders. Now I'm just going to insert a slide of the swatches. Just fair warning, the swatches suck. This is actually a really hard palette to swatch. That does not mean by any way, shape or form that this is going to be a poor performing palette. It actually doesn't surprise me that these are hard to swatch because one, the pomades, when you feel the texture, they're like this moussey texture. That kind of a product is always hard to swatch because it's not designed for swatching, it's designed for, you know, use on the face. And then the powders are also hard to swatch. And again, doesn't mean that they're a bad formula. They feel very luxe and like very unique and blendable, and that's kind of how they swatch. So I'll show you the swatches, but I'm not doing individual swatches. Just an FYI, the swatches kind of really suck, okay? Well, on the back of the palette, it says the weightless velvet pomade hybrid formula shapes, fills, and defines all areas of the face with a fallout-free application, which is awesome. And then the shape and fix powder formula with Upslight technology blends and sets. These honestly sound like a very unique, innovative formula. They feel that way. We are yet to see if they perform that way, but you know, I wasn't going to pick this up because really, do I need this? Absolutely not. But when I read more about these formulas and watched more on Danessa's Instagram about how she was using it, it got me too intrigued, and I was like, you know, you're nosy, and my makeup FOMO needed to know. I already have foundation, concealer, and I've set my face. I have not put any cream bronzer or anything because we're going to see how these go on their own. And I've just put a little bit of Gimme Brow through my brows because that's always my first step of my brow products. But then we will use these products or this palette to like fill in my brows and stuff. So I think we will do, I actually want to do the bronzer first because one, I need some color. I'm looking really flat. And I have a feeling like I like to do my brows after my bronzer in case I accidentally knock them while doing bronzer, you know? She says to take a small angled brush for like sculpting. Let's go for just a contoured effect. Let's see how this pomade looks as like a sculpt. I've got a Rephr number 4 here. It's an angled brush. It looks dirty. It's not like I've wiped all the excess product off on my Sigma switch, which is it for reference. This is the pomade. I really don't know how this is gonna go. I also have a meeting after this, so that'll be interesting. Let's start small. We can always, better to start small and build than go too crazy. So, I wasn't expecting to even, wow, okay. That definitely chisels. So because this is more of a contour, I just kind of want to like tap it into the hollows of the cheeks there. That is very blurring. You cannot say that's not blurring. If the shade isn't correct, don't blame Danessa. That'll just be me because I'm not a makeup artist, you know. I just do what I think, but wow, that's blurring. Wow, that's nice. Very subtle, but lovely. Look how blurred my skin looks. By the way, all the other products that I have on my face will be linked down below, but I've got the Oma Beauty foundation on and the Luna Beauty powder on for reference point. Okay, that looks nice. Now let's do this double chin here. I like to go a little bit harder on the under chin here because, listen, you girls trying to lay off the snacks, okay? It's not as like cool toned grey as I thought it was going to be on the skin. And this brush is the perfect size for it. Again, this is a Rephr 4. Let's do the old forehead, the old 5 head. I actually don't mind having a 5 head. I know I have a large forehead, but I quite like it. I don't know why. I know some people are like insecure about their foreheads, and I mean, I'm not going to judge anyone's insecurities. Trust me, we're all insecure about stuff, but I really like my 5 head. There you go, a little tidbit for today. Oh, you guys, that's lovely. Can you see that? Oh, that looks so blurring, natural, and seamless and subtle on the skin. The question that I do have though, I don't know how you use this to bronze with the powder because the pan is so small. I'm gonna have to use a strategic brush. I'm gonna try this brush because honestly the pan's so small, I just don't even know how I would bronze, but this is a Tanseido brush made in Japan. It's just a small fluffy one. And I'm gonna go into a mix of this one and this one for the powder. And this, I probably wouldn't use this for like powder bronzer. I would use this again for a cream bronzer, for sure. Instantly can tell you that. But these pans are too small for like powder bronzer for me. It's too tedious. Wow, God, that's pigmented, okay. Tread carefully, friends. Gosh, that's really nice. I wouldn't mind her bringing out this exact powder formula though, you guys, in a bigger pan for bronzing, like actually as just like a powder bronzer. She wouldn't need to change the formula in my mind, because I don't know about you and if you can tell on camera, but damn, that looks beautiful, truly. I'm stoked with that, actually. That looks, in my mind, very pretty. Sometimes I have a tendency to take it down too low. Again, not Danessa's fault, that's mine. So I'm just gonna tap that there to kind of blend it in a little bit. Wow, do you guys think that looks nice? I feel like that looks flawless. Let's do brows. I've got this LH Cosmetics 333 angled brush. I might go into this shadow, I think, for brows. Actually, I'm gonna do a mix of this one and this one, I think. Let's actually use the pomade, disregard. I was using the powder. Same shades, just the pomade. God, I haven't used one of these and like done this technique in ages. This used to be how I do my brushes every day, with like a powder like this. Or a pomade. Takes me back. Oh, I went a bit hardcore there. Don't worry, we'll fix it. That looks really nice. That performs really easy. I will just take a little bit of powder now and just kind of run it over it just to set it a little bit. That's what it says to do with the products. Oh, that looks nice. Doesn't that look nice? But that's my good brow. This is now the bad brow. This brow doesn't like being a part of the family. It doesn't. It does everything it can to not be a part of the family, this brow. And I've got like a scar here from when I smashed my head on a table and had to get stitches. I wasn't even drunk because I don't drink. Well, like I have one drink if I drink, you know what I mean? And even that's rare. Some of us get chronically sick if we drink, even if it's just 3 drinks. I think I'm allergic to it. You don't care. This is not what this review is about. I'll stop. Something that I'm enjoying is that these are not so like overly pigmented to the point where you feel intimidated. Like you're not like, oh my gosh, am I going to go in with too much product at any moment? But they're very buildable at the same time. So like if you have different skin tones, they're going to build really nicely. which doesn't surprise me because Danessa is obviously a woman of color herself. So she's going to be able to make products for every skin tone really well and effectively, you know. Just setting that with powder. And as you can tell, they do not look the same. This brow doesn't want to be a part of the family, okay? Leave me alone. I am just going to take my ColourPop Benefit Brow Pop just to shape under my brows. I do this all the time, and I will take my brow gel to set them like as the finishing step. Now it's time for the eyeshadow. I'm just going to pop a little bit of my Pat McGrath Labs eye primer on. I would always wear eye primer. I'm going to take this Lethal Cosmetics 210 blending brush, and I'm going to go into Mirage here. I think we'll start with, do we want to start with Mirage? Actually no, let's start with this one, which is Desert. And I will just start by creating a little bit of shape here. That blends impeccably. Holy crap. Doesn't that look nice? Wow. That's nice. That looks really bloody nice, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take the exact same brush now and set it with the powder like shade over the same one. I want to see if you can just use the same brush to do both steps, because you know, not everyone has a million brushes like I do. And yes you can, and holy dooly, that blends impeccably as well. Wowie. I'm gonna take a What's Up R105 now, and I'm gonna go into these two. Actually, I'm just gonna mix these two pomades together, so Chiseled and Sculpted. I have no idea what I'm doing, just FYI, I'm just rolling with it. You really don't need to work hard to blend these out. You just use a really soft touch and like wiggle a little bit and it just blends. Like, yeah. And you don't need much product at all. Kind of screwed this side up a little bit. That wasn't the shadow's fault, that was just me not paying attention a whole lot, so let me fix that. A torch. I'm just going to take this Chikuhodo GSM 10 brush and I'm going to mix the two powders together. I just actually want to switch to this brush. It worked, the Lethal, because you can use the same brush after the pomade. I just actually want to switch to this. This has become such a fave brush of mine, this Chikuhodo brush. I'll have a link down below for you guys. Oh, that's gorgeous. Wowie. Wow, wow, wowie. Just picking up a clean A503. I'm going to go into the powder of this sandstone shade and just buff the edges here. I think if you were a bit deeper than me, like probably a high, medium, deep upward, you could use that sandstone stage powder as like an under eye setting powder and stuff. For the under eye, I'm just going to take a little bit of this pomade. It's just a little pencil brush. And just a smidge of this powder. Just gonna mix them. I want to throw a teensy bit of warmth in, so I'm actually going to mix these two together. Just the powder side, not the pomade side. I just want to add a touch of that through the crease here. really like the way these shades mix together. I am having a great time, you guys. Now this is an all matte palette, and yeah, I could probably do an all matte eye look, but that's boring to me. So I'm gonna take this single shadow from Glaminatrix. This is Fox from their new Glimmering Creatures shadows they just dropped. If you haven't seen my Get Ready With Me where I play with these, I highly recommend checking out because they're amazing. So I'll just pop a teensy bit of Pat Intensifies down, and I'm just going to do a time lapse of me doing this and then putting my mascara and stuff on. And then we will finish with using the palette on the lips. All of the makeup apart from lips is all done. Now we're gonna do lips, and this is the part that I'm nervous about because I don't know, these textures don't really feel like lip products. What will we go with? Let's line with this one. This is just a Delium Tools 540. Actually, I'm gonna mix this and this together. And then I might just put a touch of like, I'll mix that one with this one. Yeah, I don't think I would be using these for my lips, like you can. But, and then if you like a matte lip, you like can, because honestly, like, that looks nice, right? Let me get a gloss. For now, because I'm running late, let me just put some of this Patrick Tar one on over the top. All right. I mean, it's probably the color I've just mixed together. I feel like it probably blends with my skin too well, but you know, it's not bad. It actually does look nice with the gloss over it, like it smooths it all over. Unless you like a matte lip, I wouldn't use it without a gloss over the top, but that does actually look pretty decent. All right, let me go figure out jewelry and all that stuff, and then we'll wrap this up and I'll give you my thoughts. Finished look, what do you guys think? I am blown away. This is impressive to me. Like, this palette is impressive to me. Is this look anything groundbreaking? No. Was this formula groundbreaking to me and my opinion? Yeah. Yes, it was. Like, truly, hand on heart, Danessa didn't send me this. I paid for it with my own money. She doesn't know who I am. It's not sponsored, nothing like that. All my own opinion. I am impressed. Impressed. Is this a palette that you probably have 10 times over in terms of shades? Yes. Is this a palette you probably have 10 times over in terms of formula? I'm not so sure. It's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. If you're a makeup artist, especially, you need this. Like, if you are a makeup artist and do makeup on others, you need this palette. Like, it is incredible. But if you're someone that loves unique formulas, or you're someone that just, these are the tones that you gravitate towards, you want a palette that you can use for everything, I think you would really, really like this. It looks beautiful on my skin. I would say the lips, like, not a super fan. That's just me. But like, if you wanted to, honestly, you can use this for your lips. It still looked really nice. Brows, great. The eyeshadow quality and the blendability, my lord. These blended so beautifully. And that layering of the pomade and then the powder and just the way it sets. Whew. Danessa is outdone herself. Like, she said it took 2 years to create this palette and that she just like refused to give up until she found what she felt like was perfection. And I agree, she has found perfection in this formula. I think this is potentially one of the best formulas I've ever tried in my life, and I'm not even kidding. Like, it is really good, you guys. Now, in saying that, everyone's value of $1 is different. Only you guys can make your own decisions around whether or not this palette is something that is worthwhile for you. But for me, I regret nothing. I regret nothing. It has blown my mind. And I love that. That's my thoughts on this palette. It's incredible, if you ask me. Let me know your thoughts. Did you pick it up? What do you think? Are you thinking of picking it up? I love to hear from you guys, so let me know in the comments down below. If you're watching till this point, you know you're a legend. Thank you so, so much. I truly appreciate you. And I hope you have the most amazing day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you next time. Bye.